I started Ubering in 2015, and the reason why I started, it gave me a lot of flexibility, especially giving me time for my family.
Fritz is a great guy, very fun-loving. Fritz have done many things in the past around people, like helping others, so he's very selfless. I kind of made him promise not to get involved, like help from a distance. It's a little scary sometimes because you hear these stories and the hero never comes out on top, per se.
Usually I start work after I drop the kids off to school, but Nikki, my wife, was home that day. The second passenger into my trip was Jemima. She was going to LaGuardia airport. Along the way, that's when I noticed that a lot of people were videotaping something. And I looked up and I saw a fire shooting out the second floor window. And so I said, can we stop? And she said, absolutely. So we quickly pull over. Now I told myself, I'm not running inside the building. I'm running towards the crowd, and I'm asking anybody to call 911. After that, we start, shouting, is anyone inside? Finally, I hear someone say, oh, there's still someone inside. So I quickly, give my phone over, and I just run straight inside. As I'm running inside, I see a gentleman walking down the staircase. I run up the staircase, and as I'm turning up the staircase, I see a woman standing right up outside of her door of the apartment. So I'm like, hey, anyone else here? Let's go. And at first she refused to leave. And then next I know, I'm saying, listen, if you're not leaving, I'm not leaving. And at this point I slammed my hand out, and she placed her hands on my hand, and we kind of, we're walking down the stairs slowly. So by the time we get downstairs, I'm talking the whole time, don't worry about it, you're doing the right decision, let's just get outside, let's just get to safety. And so by the time we get downstairs, I kind of lead her outside, and now I go back to the other gentleman and to see if he was still down there. At some point I hear him say, hey, I'm coming. And he stumbled up the staircase, I grab his arm, and now we're walking towards the entrance. And by the time we get to the entrance, that's when the first firefighter and police officer was coming in.
But that night we had a conversation, and I was like, babe, really? He's like, Nikki, I had to. I had to do it. He said all people were doing was just outside videoing, and I had to go in because I was not sure if there was anyone in there. If it's who he is and it's innate, I can't change it. I love him, he loves me, we accept it, and he understands the seriousness of what he did. And I don't think it was reckless or careless. We need people like this in the world. We need, just like the organization at the Red Cross, you guys always show up. So I feel like it's nice that Fritz showed up for this situation, just the way that you guys show up for anyone in need, and I think the world is a much better place.
I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm not trying to leave my kids fatherless. I'm not trying to get hurt. I just want to help.